I'm going to teach you how to break down a chicken. If you're a veteran or can easily break one down, this isn't for you. Keep swiping. But if you've never broken down a chicken or the idea freaks you out, maybe this will help. I think a lot of videos online go a little bit too quick because the person is already so good at it. I think instead of just following what a video shows you, the best way to get good at breaking down a chicken is by understanding the anatomy of the chicken. The first thing I like to do with my chicken is get it completely dry. This is going to prevent it from sliding around on your cutting board. So pat it dry inside and out. We don't want any juices coming out of the cavity while you're doing your thing. Then make sure you have a landing pad for your chicken pieces, like a sheet pan. The way you break down a chicken will always depend on how you're cooking and serving it. If I was serving airline breast, I would leave the wing attached to the breast, but my clients don't eat the wings, so I'm going to remove them first. If you're just starting out, don't be afraid to use shallow cuts just to get an idea of where all the bones and tendons are. Don't rush it. I pull out the wing and just use shallow cuts until you see the point where the two bones meet at the shoulder. Gently cut in between and it should easily go through. And same with the other side. Just gentle, shallow cuts, letting your knife do the work. You shouldn't be using too much force. With the legs facing you, I cut the skin that connects the breast to the thighs. Grab the leg, pull them back so that the bone pops out from the hip. You'll be able to clearly see that happening, and you'll be able to feel it. I usually pop both legs at the same time, but we're here to learn the anatomy and understand why we're doing what we're doing. To make it easier to remove the breast later on, I do recommend removing the legs first. If you look at the back, you'll see these little lumps where the thighs meet the torso. Those are the oysters, and we want to make sure we get those. I grab the leg, fold it back to expose the oyster, and cut it out. It is being cupped by bones, so you do have to maneuver your knife a little bit to get it out. Again, take your time and feel it out. Since we already popped out the thigh bone from the hip joint, the only thing connecting the leg to the chicken is flesh. So just get your knife in between the joint and the torso, cutting it as close to the body as you can to get as much meat as possible. And that's your leg and thigh. Same thing, repeat with the other side. Don't try to copy videos of other chefs doing it who go really quickly. Start with shallow cuts until you know your way around the chicken. You won't have to do this part once you're more comfortable with breaking down a chicken, but for now, to make sure we have a flat base to remove the breast, use scissors and cut out the spine. I then gently and firmly push down on the center of the chest to snap some of that rib cage so that it lays flat. This way you don't have to worry about your chicken torso rolling around while you're trying to cut it. Now feel for the sternum or the keel bone that runs down between the breasts. Cut an incision to one side of the bone, down the rib cage, and on top is a V-shaped wishbone, so make sure you cut alongside that as well. Just run your knife right up against that rib cage, trying to get as much of that meat as possible. And there's your breast. Flip it over and you do the same thing. Again, shallow, delicate cuts so you can really learn where everything is. Once you're more confident, you can start using longer, more precise strokes, but until then, take it slow. Now for the legs, there is this magical line of fat that exists on every chicken leg. It'll show you exactly where the joint of the leg is. You can also use your finger to feel the joint. So just use your knife and slide it right down. It's very easy. At this point, your chicken's all broken down. And there you go. You got 2 wings, 2 breasts, 2 thighs, and 2 legs. And the only way to get better is practice. Good luck.